All right, Lorwyn is out, and we're gonna get right into it. I have a very simple build to start us off and just get some games in. More so to test a specific card over an archetype, but this is just a very simple and I don't know, solid build of mono white soldiers. So we're playing this because I want to try out Kinstare Sentry, a 2-mana 2/2 first strike lifelink Kithkin soldier. When it attacks, you can put a creature card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield attacking, where X is the number of attacking creatures you control. So kind of like a tiny Winota for your hand. In our case, we're almost using it like an Aether Vial on a body. First strike lifelink is also pretty solid keywords to have in a deck that has decent tribal support. In our case, it really only gets like buffed by Valiant Veteran, but being able to like dump counters on it or exile this from the yard to put counters on it is pretty solid, and lifelink actually hedges your life total pretty decent. But besides that, we're a Lurrus build, so we're real low to the ground. In terms of lands, we're playing 20 total, including the Razor Grass Ambush, 4 Cavern of Souls for Soldier, a blue splash here, which we'll talk about in a second, a Ganjo, and Abandoned Air Temple. But over here, in terms of 1-drops, same idea. We're trying to get in quickly, but also have a little bit of staying power. So Boros Elite, combined with Kithian and Recruitment Officer, round out our 1-mana curve here. Kithian and Boros Elite obviously take advantage of attacking with multiple creatures. This guy becomes a 3/3, and then Kithian we try to flip into Gideon Battleforged, which we can use to, you know, be a big beater or force attacks or save something with Indestructible, or untap a creature to block, like Kinstare Sentry. Giving this Indestructible and untapping it is a great blocker, especially with lifelink. And then Recruitment Officer is just a nice 1-mana 2/1 that we can dump some mana in late game if we happen to get there to find additional creatures. Rounding out that 1-drop slot, we're playing Fragment Reality as some catch-all removal. Kind of a Nambu, because we are playing Thalia in the 2-drops here, but most of the time it doesn't matter too much. And then because we are mono white, we're also playing Brave the Elements, which has just been very clutch, you know, saving ourselves from opposing attackers, being able to get in against blockers, and just sort of dodging like Pyroclasms, Anger the Gods, that sort of stuff has been pretty sweet. And then our 2-drop slot is basically 3 Lords: Thalia's Lieutenant, Valiant Veteran, and Coppercoat Vanguard. Now, I know Sentry is not a human. It is just a soldier, so it does not get the buff from these two, but everything else in the deck is a human, so we're going for it. And then Thalia to help slow down our opponent a little bit. The first strike is pretty relevant. Non-creature spells obviously helps put our opponent off by a turn. I play tested a little bit and going up against like Scape Shift or Control, and just forcing their board wipes or their combo piece to wait an extra turn is usually enough for us to get in there and sneak a win. So that's it for the main board. Of course, we're playing Lurrus. And then you'll notice we have a very small blue splash strictly for 4 Consigned to Memory. We might end up removing that and just playing White Orchid instead, but I'm not entirely sold yet. Besides that, we got 3 Rest in Peace as Graveyard Hate of Choice. Again, a little bit of Nabo with Lurrus, but that's okay. A few Reprieve, just to like I was saying with Thalia, like there's going to be a few matchups where we just need to like save ourselves a turn. And just be able to like cantrip this and sort of time walk our opponent in a sense seems pretty good. Again, we could swap him out for something like Silence or Orm's Chance, but we'll have to see as we go. And then a couple split up against opposing aggressive decks. Like I said, we can like flip Gideons and untap things, make things indestructible. Maybe our opponent swings at us and then we blow up their board and swing back. That kind of thing. And then we're also just playing a couple timely reinforcements against burn and such. So rather straightforward build, but hopefully it will showcase how good Kinstare Sentry is, and we'll go from there. It's a decent hand to start. We're gonna blow up the Esper Sentinel right away. Might be auras. And again, I'm not necessarily saying that this deck in general is going to be solid, but I mainly just really want to see how Sentry does. And this is just a very basic tribal deck that we have some decent support for now. So I'm hoping we'll be okay. Based on what opponent's jamming here, we're going to die real quick, baby. I don't even think I want to swing in case he has Shard Mage Rescue, and we just get Shrek'd on top of Giver of Runes. So we'll see. Ah, he's playing Naya, chat. Spicy. But, yeah, like I said, I don't have crazy high hopes for us. We're just kind of doing our thing here. Ah, he does have the Shard Mage's Rescue. That's tough for us, chat. This has got to be a bad matchup, right? I guess we'll just swing 2. We're the kind of deck that Aura's prays against, right? We're just like a straightforward 0, or not 0, but limited interaction. Yeah, chat, we're just gonna die. I don't even know. I think we just bring in like some split ups. Brave the Elements doesn't seem as good here. We can probably drop a Sentry. I kind of just want to drop a Recruitment Officer. I really don't think we're going to beat this anytime soon. They're just going to be bigger and badder. Which, like I said, is fine. Interesting. That's a lot of Lords. Double Copper Coat makes it hard for people to interact. We're a touch slow, but we're going to try our best. Esper Sentinel. Hell yeah. We'll throw a Thalia. The Cavern's pretty good. Let's throw this down. We'll swing, see if they'll want to trade out. Didn't think so. Sheltered by Ghosts us. Might be time to just split up here. We'll get our Vanguard back, swing for 3. Don't know if that's enough to slow them down. Probably not, but gives us a chance. Not really, chat. Jesus. We're gonna get Melstridered. Kills our Vanguard. Yeah. Well, we can Vanguard plus Veteran. But we're just gonna have to commit here. And hope it's enough. Doesn't really feel like it is. We lose to Shelter. Yeah, we lose to Shelter. He has to eat our Vanguard. Or not. Or he just goes for Veteran. But now he's just going to gain life. Yeah. Chat, I feel like this is literally an impossible matchup for us. We're just dead. DED dead, boys. We'll call it there. Not great. Not a great start, fellas. We didn't even see Sentry. That's the tough part. We didn't even see Sentry in any of those games. How are we supposed to know? All right, chat. Game 2. Stadium Headliner. We're going to lead on Recruitment Officer. Is this just regular old Boros? Probably. The other thing is, I'm just not sure, like, generic tribal decks are good. If you're not doing any... We've said it before. If you're not doing something, like, busted in your creature deck, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Like, elves can generate a crap ton of mana and then go for, like, a Crater Hoof. Rogues can pop things in and hold up counter magic, and we're getting our Recruitment Officer Surgical Extraction. That's crazy. Just fire them off willy-nilly, huh? Do what you gotta do, my man. Jesus Christ. We'll jam a Vanguard. Pass back. That's main deck Surgical, too. In best of 3. Whew. Alright. Maybe a generic amulet. I think I want to snipe this headliner while we can. I'm going to pay the 1. And then we'll play out the elite. At least make it a little better for us if he has bombardment. Exiles find himself a bombardment. Okay. And he drew Luris. Interesting. I think we'll ambush and let him draw a card. I want to hold up Fragment for his Luris. You know, the whole point of these is to play Sentry, and we haven't even seen it. We're gonna discharge our Vanguard. Not sure why I didn't do that before combat damage, but... Oh, he did. I'm sorry. Alright, let's see if we can fragment this Luris. Looks like we will be able to. He does get back Headliner, I would assume. No, just back to the Sentinel. That's fine. Let's Luris this. Hopefully spin him into something not crazy. Sentinel. Not the best. There's a Sentry, chat. He's gonna block right away. Interesting. I'm gonna hold on to this ambush. We're not really pressured to drop it yet. Plays his bombardment. Opponent's on a lot of lands. We're gonna draw into our Luris here and just start swinging. We do have First Strike and Lifelink, which is pretty good. And then we can try and get this Vanguard back next turn. Opponent spins into a Headliner. That's gross. So, ew. Second bombardment. His Raptor trades our Sentry. We get to Luris. We find second Elite. Do we just want to swing all? He blocks with Raptor. He could crack the Headliner too. I think we swing all first. We'll swing Sentry, put Elite into play, tapped and attacking. Does not take any bait there. So, in that case, I think we're going to drop the Luris and replay the Vanguard. At least give the Boros Elite ward. Is he going to headline the Luris? Indeed, he is. Okay. I'll take that over him getting to swing with it. Swings nothing. Thalia is pretty nice. I guess we could have put that into play off of... Alright, so he's going to trade out the Raptor. Doesn't bombard the Thalia. Opponent is just drawing nothing, which is fantastic for us. Beautiful draw on our part. I wonder if we should play a couple minus. Swing for 6, put him to 2. Hopefully he's dead on the next swing. But Johnny's pretty good. He just a sack, kill that, flip, sack, kill something else. Chat, Johnny literally might have just won him the game. I hate a Johnny. I also hate Boros. I'm so sick of Boros. Like, obnoxiously sick of Boros. Oh no, he's just dead. Okay. We got there, chat. We got there. So we saw what? Surgical extraction? Was that this deck? Right off the rip? Jeez Louise. I don't think we care too much about that. I think I want to bring in the split ups. I am tempted by the consigned memories to like counter this flip on a Johnny. Plus, I like headliner and stuff. I don't hate that. Maybe drop a Kithian. Drop like 1 sentry and we need reality. Maybe drop a recruitment officer. These 1 toughness creatures aren't like the best. We just need to sort of give ourselves. Sure. I don't hate it, chat. We'll see if we get discharged on one. Chat, I'm supposed to get like a foot of snow here. Which if you follow me on the Gen Tank, you know I'm from Buffalo, so that doesn't really matter. But where I live now, that's crazy. Chat, I think we're just going to play the Vanguard. I don't know if that was right, but we're going to do our best. Oh, did that not update? I guess it didn't. Was that Ocelot Pride? Okay. I don't hate it. Now we can Lieutenant. might fire off. We can't kill Kithian yet. But he's close. We're gonna swing both here. We still can sign up. What blocks with pride? Discharges the Vanguard. We smack for 3. I'm into it, chat. We're hoping for no bombardment here. I don't want to have to kill a single bombardment trigger. Or no, I'm sorry. A Johnny off bombardment plus Jesus. Is it worth me splitting up here? Just to get rid of that Ocelot Pride? I think it is. He can ping the Lieutenant. I would have liked to land there, and we could have double lorded, but that's okay. We'll swing 3. He does have 2 energy in the bin for his amulet, but he's running out, boys. Guide of Souls was a good draw. Jesus. Chat, they never don't have it, do they? They always got it. Every time. Hi, Braven. What's crack-a-lackin'? Alright, is he gonna kill our Kithian here? Seems like it. I don't know if we can actually do anything. This is a toughie. I think I'm just really sick of Boros, chat. I think that's the problem. We're not gonna come back from a double headliner. I playtested a little bit, and it was pretty hot. From what I was doing, we're starting real simple. We're just playing some tribal warriors. Or I'm sorry, not warriors, soldiers. We're playing soldiers. Warriors is still near and dear to my heart, you know. All right. We lost horrifically to Boros Auras in match 1, obviously, because we're playing a generic creature deck. And now we are in game 3 against Boros Energy, a Luris build. We're just trying to outspeed them, but fucking Goblin Bombardment makes me want to cry. Goblin Bombardment makes me literally so sad, chat. All right. 10 points if our opponent discharges my Boros Elite. They're also like a really slow Boros player. They've like read every one of my cards. No, so far I've only ran into people taking advantage of all the hectic meta of everyone. I only found people taking advantage of people like me. And not the other way around. I'm trying. We'll find some people. But no, I haven't seen anyone else playing these. Why is he blowing up my Lieutenant? Instead of the Elite that just dealt 2 damage to him, chat. Our opponent is crazy. And he's got the Raptor. Boys, they always got the Raptor into a fucking Ocelot Pride. I'm disgusted by everything. I can't even swing because he has first strike. Give them a break. You aren't playing Eldrazi, so these are new cards for them. You're not wrong. If I can land, if I get a land and can hit double veteran, we're in a good spot. I was hoping we'd face more Eldrazi and I'd just be able to like steamroll them with like my aggro deck, but we're just facing all the other creature-based strategies. So far, it's not going well. Jesus Christ. Like, what does someone like me do against this, you know? I can't even attack yet. My Chithian gets killed to Amtractor plus Pride. And he blocks with another thing. Okay, that's better for me. Unless he just plays Bombardment and I cry anyways. We've only seen Sentry. We're playing Kinscare Sentry, that 2-mana first strike lifelinker. Oh, chat. Ow. My thigh just cramped. Okay. Yeah. The Boros Energy deck playing Wrath of the Skies is crazy. Kind of crazy. Okay, chat, we're going to concede. The fact that Boros Energy is playing the card that hoses them is wild. Chat, I like this hand. We got stuff going on. Look at this. Look at this little curve. And we actually have our namesake card that we're trying to test. Shambling Ghast. Do you think he'll trade me out? What do you think? I feel like he'll trade me out. Maybe I'm just completely wrong. Chat, I'm wrong. Gee, oh. Are we gonna get Phoenix airshipped immediately? Anyways, are you gonna play with anything, Brave, or are you just here to like? Does this set doesn't really interest you that much, right? Okay, Brave the Elements was a great pickup here. I think we're gonna go straight into Vanguard, and then we'll swing both of these, and then we'll drop Veteran so that if he blocks, he has to trade this with a -1/-1 instead of the treasure. So we're gonna drop the Veteran into play, and we can hold up Brave the Elements too. Gotcha. Okay, opponent scoops it up. We had a fast start there. Sentry being pretty good. This doesn't really tell us much. I'm gonna preemptively side in a couple Rest in Peace. And that's it. That might be wrong. Keep running the pure interaction decks. Praven. I feel it in my soul too, don't worry. I want to cry all the time. Ooh, excuse me. Chat, how do I sign in? Oh. All right. Yeah, not a lot of protection from anything, but a decent curve here. I know they're not. I keep running this. I saw someone's got a build that's like standard. Fuck. What was it? It's like standard Amulet Titan with like Wandering Minstrel and the World Soul, or the big green guy, and like Meek Attack. Okay, chat. Seems like we were somewhat right to bring in Rest in Pieces. playing Mines of Moria. Interesting. He's double blocking. Incredible. Love that for me. Does he have Unearth? Why am I against standard? I don't know. I feel like... Like, yeah, it's brewed, but it's also so limited, said the guy that sees Boros every game. I don't know. It's just not... I played standard for a very long time growing up, and then as soon as I found modern, I just never went back. I just like the card pool and the game interaction and gameplay of older things. I'm not saying historic or timeless or any of that is perfect right now, but even like, I know we got a new stuff, but with standard being all Is It Lessons or Ouroboros decks, I don't know. I don't want to go against those. Standard is bigger than old modern. You're not wrong. Chat, I'm a little confused what opponent's on. He could just be on, like, legit Marionette Master. We're going to play this Thalia. Do we want to swing all? I think so. If he wants to block the Veteran, we might Brave the Elements now. But he might hold on to it. He does not block the Veteran, which means he wants to make treasures for some reason. More treasures. If Aether Vial was added, I think tribal decks would be like humans, soldiers, maybe even more. Like, I think that would be much better. Sentry seems good. Maybe not in this exact tribe, but in some sort of like white aggro deck. But it's no Aether Vial. Aether Vial allows you to play at instant speed, allows you to get around counter spells. It lets you play Chalice main deck and get around your own Chalice in addition to... Chat, he's playing fucking Goldspan Dragon. And we're gonna Aganjo it, and it's gonna be funny. That was a nice draw. Is he dead? Yes. We're gonna name red. And swing all. Nice. Beautiful. But yeah, Aether Vial is very strong. Now, would it make stuff tier 1? Maybe not. GG. It's kind of ugly hand, huh? We're on the play. And we're against a Luris deck. Makes me feel like we're going to get ran over by auras again. Yeah, it makes your spells uncounterable. Which is what I was talking about the other day. Right? We're in a Fatal Push or... Oh, chat. I wanted to play main deck Chalice in this Stompy list because we could play Cav... Oh my god, and he's playing Ren in 6? Disgusting. Chat, we should not have kept this hand. Jeez Louise. Watch this, we're gonna get Thoughtseize. It's gonna be hilarious. But yeah, it gets around your own Chalices. Okay, Voidwalker's a little different. Jesus. I guess we can play our Luris and hold up a Brave the Elements for one turn. We're just gonna play a Recruitment Officer. The one from the Eternal thing? I saw it and I skimmed it, but I have to sit down and read it. But that could be fun to do on stream. If we can. I gotta look at it again. Witherbloom command too. Jesus Christ. He's gonna ping our Luris with... Okay, chat, we're not set up to fight this at all. Holy shit. We're getting our butt whipped. Are we assuming he's some sort of Delirium-esque build with Goyf? Like, do we want to bring in Rest in Peace? Maybe some Reprieves? Doesn't feel great. All these 1 toughness creatures are gonna suck. Talia's probably okay, though. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be a tough one, boys. You hate to see it. All right, game 2. Let's see if we get shit on. This looks like we're gonna get shit on, chat. Just the way I like it. Yeah, I'd like to see what people do with it. We brought in our RIP. We're gonna get Fatal pushed. Correct. Not good, chat. Not good. We don't really have an answer to Renin 6. That's not good. And we get Thoughtseized. Hell yeah! Kithian. I like me a little Kithian here. Brought in Bard. Snipes the Rest in Peace. Wow. Chat, look at the value. Look at the value from opponent. A 2-for-1. You can't beat it. And if you can't beat it, you might as well join it. Am I right? We're having a tough year. At least we have a Kithian in the yard. But, Renin 6 is a hell of a card against us. Where's all the people playing new stuff? You know? Can I just play Luris as a value piece? Just a 3-2 lifelinker? Or is it going to get sniped? Probably both. Go to standard. Praven, this is a historic stream. It's not necessarily what's good in historic, it's what's new that Plum can play in historic. And there's lots. Chat, I'm so sick of red cards. Okay, chat, we're not. Oh, look, Rest in Peace. Hell yeah! Well, it's not necessarily like this isn't like MH3 power level. You know, where we're getting like cards that you have to play in every deck, like Boros. But I like the brewing aspect of things. And he's got the Fatal push. Chat, we're gonna concede. We're gonna concede. So far, Soldiers is not doing well. And that's kind of what we thought would happen. But we're gonna play one more. We're gonna... Wow, what are these hands? Chat, what are these hands? Hell yeah. We need to keep 2 lands. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this, and we'll get rid of that. This is going to be fucking incredible, boys. Look at this. A 4-lander? Hell yeah. Never didn't have it. It was like 30 today. We're supposed to get a foot of snow. Ooh, little Manamorphose, little ruby red storm over there. What's going on? It's chilly, but it's no like Buffalo. But the fun thing down here is that there's no infrastructure for snow. So if it snows like an inch, you get a snow day. Because people can't drive. They don't even have salt trucks. They like put a brine on the roads. It does nothing. It's 4 today. Yeah, that's gross. I remember like the wind chill being -10 in Buffalo. Oh, whoa. What is happening? Draconic debut? Opponents on mono red dragons, chat? Hell yeah. Alright, opponent. Is that what's happening? I'll face a little mono red dragons. Chat, look, it's another tribal deck that we might be better than. The Brewers are appearing, and all we had to do was start losing. That's it. That's all we had to do. Braven, you didn't even comment on how I rotated my desk 90 degrees. Now I have this beautiful blank wall behind me. What is our opponent doing? We're not sure. We're going to swing for 3. There's a Seer. I think I'm just going to hold up a Brave the Elements in this situation. That might be wrong. 3, 4, 7, 10. Okay, he's dead next turn if we don't die. God, chat, I'm so smart. Read that man like a book. Yeah, so this did exactly what we thought it would do. We saw Sentry a little bit, but this is just a straightforward tribal deck. This is just a card I wanted to try out. I don't really have much else to say about it. It's fine. It can win some games. You could definitely build your sideboard better than I did and try and steal some more games. But, I mean, having access to 12 Lords is pretty hot, and Luris. Thalia has a little bit of disruption, and Brave the Elements is actually a pretty decent combat trick. But like we've said before, if you're not doing something broken in your creature deck, then you're gonna get pummeled. And you saw us get pummeled by Jund, you saw us get pummeled by Auras, you saw us get pummeled by Boros. So Sentry is a sweet card. We're gonna play it in another brew here in a moment, but overall it's a basic tribal aggro deck, and that's all I could ask of it. And I got my fill, and we'll probably won't revisit again. So that's my 2 cents, and we'll leave it at that for now. GG's.